For warranties and closeout, those processes and procedures begin at the beginning of the project. Your company establishes how your team and what your team and your company expects to be developed throughout and at the end of each project. Also, the contract with the owner establishes what they expect and what their requirements and the formatting, etc. So it's really important that you understand the contract in full and understand what your deliverables are at the beginning of the project, because you need to take all of those requirements and download those to your suppliers and your subcontractors so they understand that as they complete the project that they need to provide that information, that documentation to you before the project's done. If you don't do that, then you're going to end up at the end of the project with a lot of question marks, and it's going to be incomplete. So warranty, as I said, warranties and closeout, you need to follow what's in the contract. You also need to follow the procedures that have been set up with your company. And this will help you do it early throughout the project, because the sooner you do it and you establish the processes and procedures with the owners on how they want it formatted, what they're expecting, when, it'll make the closeout of the project, which usually is a crazy time, much smoother and much easier, and you'll get over that finish line a lot quicker. The closeout procedures, specifically, I'll talk to that now, is the documentation of how as-builts, training, manuals, etc. Get those all, require them a couple months before substantial performance or total performance. Get those documented and get those from your subcontractors so you can review it with your owners right before closeout, and then that's off your checklist at the end when you're trying to get through deficiencies and etc. After the project's done and you're addressing deficiency, or one key part of that is warranties. Again, you need to understand the contract, you need to understand the specifications. Warranties basically is the coverage that is required by the project for the various elements of the project. Usually there's a standard duration warranty for the whole project that you owe, maybe 1, maybe 2 years, but then there's specific scopes of work such as roofing, which can have 5 years or 20-year warranties, both labor and material, different combinations, etc. But you have to understand that, and you have to, again, buy that into your subcontract. You have to be aware of that. So before, just like closeout procedures and documentation, you need to get your warranties in hand before the project's done. It's usually required as a part of completion of the project, so get those in hand long before the end and review those with the owner, get them to the consultants, etc. Get those as soon as possible. This will then help you ultimately get to substantial performance, substantial completion, total performance, which the goal is that you're done with the project. Big recommendation on warranty, going back to warranty, is that 1 month before or 2 months before the warranty is done, do a walkthrough with the owners and the consultants for the project. This will pay dividends for both you and your company on customer service, but also you'll get ahead of the curve on addressing any potential warranty items well ahead, as opposed to just the day before the warranty expires. If you address it with the owner, the owner, consultants can all do a walk through the building, find out what's not working, bring in the subcontractors or suppliers at that time and get it resolved. So then when you do get to total performance, that means the project's nearly complete and everything's done and it's been a success. You can do it easily, and then you also end up with, at the end of the project, a great referral from the customer. That's warranty, closeout, and total performance.